Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome. And yes, it's the brand new Honda E full electric car I'll be showing you around in this week's video, guys. I've been waiting so long to test drive this car ever since I first seen it over at the Goodwood Festival of Speed in the flesh. It's been a bit slow to get around to Irish dealerships. They've had this car in the UK for the last few months, but yeah, I can finally get behind the wheel of it and see what it's like on the road. So many interesting things about this car. So let's walk around the exterior first, then we'll hop inside and go down through all the interior features, and then I'll be taking it out on the road for a test drive. Let's go. Okay, walking around the brand new Honda E. Now it's available in 5 colours: black, white, grey, blue and charge yellow. So the charge yellow really does stand out in this car. Now metallic paint is about €650 extra. Now this is the advanced specification. So with that you get extra cameras, you get heated windscreen, heated steering wheel, you get the blind spot assist, and you get a more powerful electric motor as well. But we'll talk more about that on the drive. Now we have 16-inch alloy wheels on this. They're sitting on Yokohama tyres. So we've 185 60s at the front and we've 205 55s at the rear. If you go for the 17-inch alloy wheels, they're going to have a lower profile tyre, but they'll cost you in the range by about 10 miles or so. So just stick with the 16-inch alloy wheels to maximise your range. Now it's taller than I thought it was going to be. When I'm standing beside it here, I didn't realise it was going to be as tall. So it's about 4 inches shorter than a Honda Jazz, and it's narrower than a Honda Jazz as well. But if I just move over here, we just have a look at the camera mirrors, which are another great feature to cut down on the drag, but they're literally flush with the front wheel arch there. So you're definitely not going to be knocking those camera mirrors off anything, which is great. Now let's just open up the boot. So that is the key. We can also turn on the air conditioning so the car can be nice and warm when you hop into it in the morning. We can open up the charge port, I'll show you that. And of course lock and unlock. And of course we have LEDs all around on the new Honda E. So yeah, the boot is quite small, only 171 litres in capacity, and yeah, you can store some cables underneath there. Now of course you will get a 3-pin cable that you can plug in at home, and you can get a Type 2 cable that will be coming with the Honda E as well. Now you'll see there we have the rear camera as well for parking, and we also have a rear facing camera up here as well. So you have 2 choices whether to use the rear facing mirror just above the windscreen there, or you can use the digital one. So I'll just show you that when we hop inside. So another cool feature of the Honda E, and really nice finish on the seats and door cards. And it is very easy to hop in and out of as well, a lot easier than my Honda Civic. So, and the handles there, when you lock it, they will go in nicely. Really like those flush door handles as well, and on the rear as well, nice handle. Okay, let's walk around and show you the charge port. So we can open that remotely. There you go. Now don't worry about water filling up all this, because it has drainage holes, and we had a lot of rain last night and it just drained out. No problem at all. Now you can get a cover for this when you are charging it. It's in the accessories for the Honda E. So if it is snowing, this isn't going to fill up with snow, so you'll be fine on that front. And we have our Type 2, and we have CCS charging there as well, fast charging. Fantastic. Okay, close that up. Yeah, really do like the looks of the Honda E. Very, very nice. Okay, let's hop inside and check out the interior. So we can push in there, and see, I didn't even unlock it there now. I just opened up the handle and it opened for me. So proximity sensors with the key, of course. So we have 98% range there, and our camera mirrors looking great, and they are quite clear. So the minute I hopped into the car, I just seemed to have no issue with them at all. I think they look great. So and this is your rear facing camera as well, so we can flip that and you can just have a normal rear view mirror, of course, and then flip it again, and you see there we have our rear facing camera. Now, don't worry about this getting water on it, because if it does show up here that there's water beads on the camera, just turn on your rear wiper and it'll clean that camera view. So that's fantastic. Now in front of us we have an 8.8 inch TFT screen and the 6-inch monitors there for the rear cameras, and we have two 12.3 inch screens, and of course we have the parking pilot on the advanced model, so you have this 360 view all around the car. Really cool feature. And we can swap over our screens over to the passenger side and back again. Very handy to let your passenger just choose a destination and then swap it over to the driver on the move, which is great. Over here on the steering wheel we have our cruise control and our adaptive cruise control, and your lane keep assist as well, heated steering wheel as I said, and the heated windscreen as well. You can see the lines on the windscreen, so I mean it may annoy some people, but I mean most of people probably won't even notice them, so they'll be fine. And over here for all the media and going down through your music. So yeah, all your climate control features here and your air conditioning, and up here as well we can go back to our home screen, and of course you can turn this completely off if you want, so it doesn't distract you at night, and we can also dim it as well in case you find it too bright. Okay, over here, and the glove box, it's small enough glove box, and yeah, as I said already, I really like the fabric all around the doors and the seats as well. And over here we have park, reverse, neutral, drive, and we have our single pedal driving. So once you press this and you let your foot off the accelerator, the car will slow to a complete stop. And then up here on the steering wheel we have our paddles. So you can adjust the regenerative braking, how harsh you want it to perform with the car. So that's a great feature. I'll be looking forward to checking that out on the drive. And oh, the passenger rear seat heaters are on there. But yeah, you can have 3 different stages of heat on your seats. Now down here, of course, this is fantastic. We have a 3-pin socket. Now this only comes with the advanced specification. So yeah, if you're looking to have that, make sure you go for this specification, and 230 volt socket, and our 2 USBs. We also have 2 USBs for the back passengers, HDMI, and another power socket there as well. And over here, now people are wondering how come there's no armrest on it. Now I would really miss an armrest, but there is a solution. There is somebody making an aftermarket armrest for the Honda E that fits in here. So I'll probably talk more about that in the future. I'll probably show you what it looks like as well. So yeah, we can adjust them as well for your cups. And we also have another cup holder out here as well. And this is handy just for either put your phone in there or maybe put your cables in there. Now we do have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Apple CarPlay is wireless, which is fantastic. Really like that. And your sunroof there as well. So that's quite nice. And up here as well, we also have the SOS function. If you do break down, you'll be able to press that and it'll call the services for you. So yeah, this is yeah, I'm really impressed with this car. Now of course, when you're sitting behind the driver's seat, it does seem a bit narrow from the mirror here to the dashboard. So I mean, it'll be fine for most people. It's just something I noticed the minute I hopped into the car. And yeah, when I hopped into the car, it just started up straight away, even though there is a start-stop button here, so we can power it off, which is great, just to save on a bit of power. And you see the way the rear-facing camera mirrors stay on, so they will eventually turn off. But yeah, that's just for safety as well. So if you turn it off, and if you're opening up the door that you won't open it up on a cyclist, you can just keep an eye on it there, which is great. So let me just, Yeah, nice horn. Okay, we still have 98%. I'm just gonna hop inside because I'm just curious as to the rear leg space. So that is the space behind my driving position. I'm 6'2", and I'm just gonna hop inside just to see what the headspace is. I still have about maybe that much over my head. Now it only folds down as a bench seat, so there's no split fold on the seat. So let me just hop back outside here now. And of course we have ISOFIX as well for the kids' seats. So if I pull down that, you see we have the ISOFIX points there, and also on that side as well. So they're nicely tucked away there. I do like that. And we have adjustable headrest there as well, of course. Yeah, and over here we have you see the LED lights on the roof as well. So they're another nice touch on the Honda. And here we have the cup holders on the doors there. So yeah, they're kind of making up for the fact that it doesn't have the center armrest that would normally have cup holders in it. Okay, I think that just about is the whole tour of the car. Now, it is very easy to climb in and out of. I do like that. A lot easier than my Honda Civic because of the height of the floor. So that is pretty good. Yeah, let's hop in and take a drive of the Honda E. Nice brown seat belts here as well. Okay, so into D and handbrake off. And we also have the brake hold function as well, which I really like. So instead of having to put on the handbrake, the brake hold comes on automatically and you can leave your foot off the brake pedal and the car won't be rolling. I also have that feature in the Honda Civic. Okay, off we go. A huge thanks to Shields here in Limerick, the main Honda dealer, for allowing me to test drive this car today. And of course they also sell Fords as well. So you see there, look, we have the brand new Ford Kuga. Very nice car also. Now it's just of course, as you all know, it is completely silent, which I really love about electric cars. Nothing wrong with that, guys. Yeah, nice bit of power there. So we're in an 80 kilometer limit here, 45 kilometers, look. We can power it up and you're straight up to 80 kilometers there. So no shortage of power in the Honda E. Now we have a 35.5 kilowatt hour battery pack. It's rear wheel drive with the electric motor in the rear. We are of course sitting on the whole electric power pack. Now you can charge this car, fast charge it at 50 kilowatts and 100 kilowatts. But there's very little difference in time. So at 100 kilowatts, 50 kilowatts, it's in or around a half an hour from 20% to 80%. Anything above 80%, it gets a bit slower with the charge. And of course you can charge it at home on a 7.2 kilowatt charger at your house. Expect to charge this in about 4.5 hours from 0 to 100%. So that's not too bad, about 4.5 hours. And with your 3-pin socket, that's where it gets a bit slower. It's going to be about 18 hours. So yeah, you really need to fit one of the Honda chargers at your house. Now of course, you can get the Honda Plus app as well, where you can have a digital key on your phone. So say for instance you travel abroad and there's somebody at home and they want to get something out of the car, you can send them a digital key, they can open the car, they can start it, and they can drive it. So very handy on your Honda Plus app. So that will be available for Honda E owners. Now there are other features within the app as well that will require a subscription fee as well. I'm using wireless Apple CarPlay at the moment, so I can swap over screens over to the passenger and swap back, and we have the in-car satellite navigation system, and of course we can use Google Maps if we wish. And it will also tell us if we turn on our air conditioning, how much that's going to cost us in our range. Now I'm going to press the single pedal drive mode. So it's after lighting up there on the dashboard, and we'll see how that is. And then we'll use the paddles as well on the steering wheel, just to see what they're like. So single pedal control. Now when I leave my foot off the accelerator, this car should come to a complete stop using this feature. And on the paddles, we have our regenerative braking. So 3-stage regenerative braking on the paddles. So I'm just going up to around about, wow, that is strong. I wasn't expecting it to be that strong. Look, to a complete stop, guys. I didn't even press the brake pedal. Did not even press the brake pedal. Wow, that, I wasn't expecting it to be so strong. Let's come up to the traffic lights here again now. I'm not going to press the brake pedal. Won't be pressed, guys. So let's just get this right now. And we'll see now, can I just stop without using the brake pedal at all? So we'll come up nice and slowly. No brake pedal. Look at this. No brake pedal at all. Now my feet are completely off the pedals, and it's stopped. So that is fantastic. Really like that feature. So I'm just trying out the regenerative braking now. So yeah, that's quite good as well. Let's just see, will the regenerative braking bring us to a complete stop? Will it? Yeah, it's still allowing us to roll. So there you go, that's the difference with the regenerative braking. It won't bring you to a complete stop like the single pedal driving. So it will allow you to roll a bit, but you can gain back some power into the battery pack as well. So yeah, let's just go around the roundabout here a bit briskly. But there's nothing wrong with the road holding. Still holding the road quite well. Now on the Honda Plus app as well, you can turn on the air conditioning from inside in your house. So you can hop into the car in the morning and it can be completely defrosted and nice and warm. And you can also time when the charger starts charging your car. So if you hop out of your car, plug it in, go into your house, you can time the car to charge. So if you have an overnight cheap rate with your electricity, you can make full advantage of that cheap rate and have your car charge when you want it to charge. So let's just go around the roundabout here again and power it up again. It's powered. Look at this. I mean, you can't argue with the power, guys. Very, very nice. Yeah, I really like this car. I really like it. Okay, we're just going to demo the Honda Parking Pilot feature, which is available on this model, the Honda E Advance. And John is behind the wheel. We are going to look for a gap, maybe between the Ford and the Civic there. So just bring the car to a stop and press our Parking Pilot feature and drive past, and it should pick up the gap. It should pick it up, maybe up a bit further. John, are we going to get a green light? There we go. So we press on that icon, and to start the parking operation, apply the brake and press the switch. Now the car is going to drive itself. So it's going to reverse into this space, and there you go. It's going to go for this gap. So this is a pretty nice feature in the Honda E Advance. Now there are no lines, so it's not exactly making it easier for the car to go into, but no, it's going out again. So yeah, it's negotiating that quite well between the Civic and the Ford.
It's a lot nearer to the Civic than the Ford. It must like the Honda's better.
Yeah.
Very
And
good.
that should be it. We're in. Okay, we're going to demonstrate the turning circle of the Honda E. 4.3 meters. So this is very tight, the turning circle. So this is what this car is designed for. In the city, all the tight spaces. So John is just turning right around the pole there. Keep it going, John. Full lock. Look at this. That's how tight it is, guys. So you can nearly turn this one maneuver on a road. That is quite tight. So I could nearly measure it with the water on the ground. Just stop there a minute, John. Watch now, watch. From the center of the tire line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, about 13 of my feet. Yeah, the turning radius. So that is quite tight, guys. Have to say, I really like the way this car drives. Really nice. Nice road holding too. And yeah, 35.5 kilowatt hour battery pack. Now, as I said already, it does charge quite quickly, under 50 kilowatt charging and 100 kilowatt charging. So about a half an hour from 20% up to 80%. So that's quite quick. And yeah, it's going to be a bit low on range though. Now, it would be nice to have an armrest for the driver's side. I've no idea why there's no armrest put there. And of course, there will be more full electric cars coming from Honda in the next 2 to 3 years as well. So there'll be other cars to choose from if this one doesn't really tickle your fancy, but it definitely tickles my fancy. I really like it. So make sure you get here to Shields in Limerick. Now, not all of the dealerships around Ireland are going to have one for demo. So if you're around the area, please do call in, take it for a test drive. You really got to consider it. And all the tech, the camera mirrors, I've no problems with them whatsoever. So easy. And I mean, within a couple of minutes, you're used to them. Should this be my first electric city car, guys, or first electric car in general? I really like it, but I'm definitely going to consider it anyway. But please do comment below if you think there's another car I should be checking out as well. But I'm going to leave you all there, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll chat to you all again next weekend for another video. Thanks. Cheers!